All right, so another at-home brewing method, again, is using something like a coffee sock or a coffee bag. We found these things on Amazon, but there's lots of different options out there. You don't have to use these ones. And there's do-it-yourself options as well. For instance, you could use a cheesecloth, or you could use any. All this is basically a little coffee filter manufactured into a little bag. So for this recipe, we're going to be using the recipe that came with these easycoldbrewcoffee.com cold brew bags. And so what they recommend is filling one of these bags up with 1 cup of grounds. Then you close the bag and then you put it inside of a pitcher or a mason jar that has 32 ounces of water, so 4 cups of water. And then you just let it brew for 12 to 24 hours according to their recipe. So overnight again, and a little more depending on your preference. So let's get right to it. So again, we've got our Bizzy cold brew coarse ground espresso blend here, which is a medium dark roast. It's got notes of chocolate, berry, and brown sugar. Very good. One of our top sellers. And so 1 cup in here, and I've got a 1/3 cup measuring cup here, and it's a little bit tricky to do by yourself. It kind of creates a little bit of mess, but let's see how I do. I'm just gonna stick this whole thing in it. And wow, look at that, barely dropped any grounds. That's 1 though, 2 more to go. That would be my only con to these easy cold brew coffee socks, is that maybe they're a little small. Could maybe be a little wider, be helpful. But since I lost a little bit of grounds, I'm just gonna pour a little bit more and top it off. And as you can see, it pretty much fits 1 cup perfectly, not much more. So like I said, we're gonna follow their recipe. So then I cinch the bag up. And you could probably tie it. Not a bad idea. Just to keep the grounds inside that bag and keep them from mixing in with the water. And so we could use the mason jar again. Would probably be the better option since you can close it. But just for sake of versatility and the show, it doesn't really matter. We'll just use this giant pitcher here that we have. And so we'll fill it with 4 cups of water, 32 ounces. Got it all measured up here. Pour it in. Like so. And then simply drop the coffee sock in there. Kind of just bob it around like a tea bag, just kind of get all the grounds wet. It'll absorb some of the water, and then it'll sort of sit down in there, and then you're kind of getting a better brew that way. And so I'm just gonna do that like so. And there you have it. So now we are just going to let this sit overnight for 12 to 24 hours. Again, at Bizzy, we do 18 hours for all of our brews. That's how, that's what we found to be kind of our perfect recipe for taste and strength. But again, you can do whatever you like, whatever tastes best to you, whatever your preference is. And that's all there is to it. So now I'm just gonna let this sit, and then we'll come back in the morning, and then we'll take out the coffee sock, and we'll have some cold brew and ready to drink. All right, good morning guys. So we just finished our brew, and now we're just ready to take the bag out and pour ourselves a glass of cold brew coffee and get to work, or whatever you plan on doing. So all we're gonna do is just fish this out of there, the cold brew coffee sock, the coffee inside, and we don't need this anymore. So once it's kind of done draining, yeah, it's good enough. You can let it drain out fully if you're picky, but good enough. Dispose of that, and there you have it. some delicious cold brew ready to drink. And so pour yourself a glass. And actually, so we tested this recipe. We measured the TDS, which is it's total dissolved solids, that stands for, and that is just a measurement that is standard for measuring the strength of coffee. It measures the fine particles dissolved in a coffee, and you can check out our video on TDS if you are more interested in the full details about that. But we're ultimately looking for a TDS of about 1.3, 1.35. That's standard ready to drink cold brew or coffee in general. So that's kind of the gold standard that we're looking for. That's what taste tests have determined is the best tasting coffee. So that's sort of what we go for when we're brewing stuff. And we tested the TDS of this recipe that was on the cold brew coffee, easy cold brewed coffee bags, and it came out to be about a 1.48, so a little bit stronger than a ready to drink, but pretty close. So this stuff is ready to go. It's not a concentrate, doesn't need to really be diluted too much. However, obviously it's all personal preference, so add some water to it if it's too strong for you, or add some creamer. So there you go. That is how you brew with these coffee socks, and there you go. You got some nice, delicious cold brew. That's good stuff. And then this method, a little bit easier to do if you buy some of these things. Super slick. Just all you need is coffee, water, one of these, and you're good to go. Cold brew for days. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Let us know your favorite recipes. Let us know what you think of brewing. Let us know your favorite brewing method. Even we're curious to see what people are doing all the time. And yeah, stay tuned for more future episodes. And thanks for watching.